are chakras, different stages of development of chakras. I will be covering all these topics in 7 consecutive days. First, we will talk about Mooladhara chakra. The subject will be presented in 3 topics, 3 headings. One is development of each chakra in human life, that is at what stage it develops. Implication of chakra imbalance. What happens if chakra doesn't develop properly? There will be imbalance. Then each chakra is associated with one endocrine gland, and chakra controls the functioning of the endocrine glands. Now we have to compare human body according to modern science and according to ancient Indian science. According to modern science, human body has got a physical body that is visible to the naked eye. They have studied all the internal organs and also the morphology, that is external form of the body. That is, the science is restricted to only the visible physical body. Whereas in ancient Indian science, they have identified human body having a metaphysical body. Human body, the body visible to the naked eye is called body. Around this, there is a metaphysical body, invisible body, which is known as the metaphysical, which is also called as the biomagnetic field, energy body. This invisible body is called aura. Aura actually around the physical body. It is not visible to the naked body, naked eyes. In this invisible metaphysical body, there are chakras. Chakras draw the energy from the universe and transfer this energy to the human body. Then with this energy, the human body starts functioning. All the internal organs in the body also start functioning. So human body depends on the aura and chakra, that is the source of energy. Energy is called energy in English language. It is also called as the power. But in our science, we have got its equivalent, that is called Shakti. The word Shakti is not there in vocabulary. So this is the source of energy that is also called Shakti. The human body, according to our science, ancient Indian science, it has got metaphysical body. The metaphysical body is called aura. This is in 7 layers. And the outer line is like 0. Within that, 6 more layers are there. But close to the physical body, there is an energy body that is called inner aura. See, in this inner aura only, the chakras are present. 7 major chakras. Major chakras are present. These 7 major chakras are having their own specific name, specific color, specific location. Each one has got its own specific name. It is called Sahasrara chakra. First chakra is known as Sahasrara, the Agni chakra, Vishuddha chakra, Anahata chakra, Manipura chakra, Swadhisthana, and Mooladhara chakra. 7 major chakras are there. Chakras are called chakras because they are capable of moving. When I say breathing, we just have 2 parts of this breathing. One is inhaling, the other one is called exhaling. So chakras are called chakras because they are capable of spinning, moving. This movement is in 2 directions. That is When the chakra moves in clockwise direction, it is breathing in. When it moves in opposite direction, that is anti-clockwise movement, it is synchronizing with exhaling. Inhaling clockwise movement of chakra, exhaling anti-clockwise movement of chakra. So that is why because they are capable of movement, they are called as chakras. Energy from the universe passes through the aura, then enters into the chakras, then through the chakras, the energy is transferred into the endocrine glands, about which modern science has got enough knowledge and maybe more knowledge. So we are just connecting the ancient science with the modern science by learning about the chakras. Chakras are outside the physical body. Associated endocrine glands are within the physical body. So once the energy enters into the endocrine gland, from the endocrine gland through the neurotransmitter, the energy reaches each and every part of the body. But all these things are in the form of invisible force. They are in the form of minute particles. Or the energy particles are not visible to the naked eye because atom itself is not visible to the naked eye. These energy particles which are received through the auric body entering into the chakra, they are in the form of subatomic particles. That is why they are not visible to the naked eye or the physical eyes. The chakras cannot be handled with the hand, but when the chakras are not functioning properly, you feel the distress. Some sort of imbalance happens that actually manifested in the form of headache or stomach pain or neck pain or arthritis or blood pressure, heart palpitation. All these things are a reaction of the malfunctioning of chakras. First, we are going to talk about the Mooladhara chakra. The chakras are responsible for the growth, behavior, thought process, hormonal balancing, and proper functioning of all the systems of the body. Since life doesn't start after the delivery of the baby, it starts the moment the fertilization occurs. The moment the fertilization occurs, that is the date of birth. Nobody knows when the fertilization occurs. So fertilization is your date of birth, but according to modern science, the moment modern science or ancient science do not know when the fertilization occurs. The moment the baby infant is delivered, that is the date of birth. Now, the life starts in the prenatal stage, that is even before birth of the baby. Even the baby is delivered, that is within the uterus, within the reproductive organs, the life starts. So it's any problem of the mother, any emotional problem of the mother, any physical problem of the mother actually reflects on the growth of the fetus within the uterus itself. So to recognize the problem, if you know the fertilization, how it moves, what is the stage of growth within the uterus, and how it is delivered, what are the things we have to take care of, all these things if you know, automatically you can recognize the problems even in the adult stage. Now, I have already told you that chakras are capable of breathing. They are the energy centers. We are not breathing only through the nose. According to modern science, we breathe only through the nose. But according to our science, we breathe through the chakras. When we breathe through the chakras, we take the energy from the universe. That is The visible force, God, Lord Surya, is sunlight in the entire universe. His energy is seen with the naked eye. That actually serves as the source of the energy. So from above, we are taking the energy. Creator has created the universe. He has not only created the universe, he has also created the energy feeling of the entire universe. That is what we are breathing. That actually is passing through the chakras. Now, for survival, we have to receive the energy from the Mother Earth. So, when we breathe in, we are taking the energy from the universe. The source is Lord Surya, the form of white light, which enters into our body in the form of subatomic particles. That is why they are not visible. What we breathe is not visible. That is from higher up. When we breathe out, we are not breathing out carbon dioxide as we have learned from modern science, but we are breathing out the energy coming from the Mother Earth. So we are receiving energy from two sources, from heaven and earth, from the universe and the Mother Earth. So actually we are between the Mother Earth and the universe. From both the sources, we are receiving the energy. The infant is born with the chakras, but all of them are not functioning. They are there, but only thing is all of them are not functioning. Each chakra has got its specific location at which stage it can blossom. They are all in the form of bud. Development of Mooladhara chakra is the first one. It develops even in the prenatal stage, that is before birth. For this proper development of fetus within the uterus of the mother, the environment at home, the emotion of the pregnant mother, the fetus development within the strong muscular bag, all these things should be conducive for the growth of the infant. First, we will talk about the Mooladhara chakra. To study the Mooladhara chakra. Mooladhara chakra is called Mooladhara chakra because it is Adharam for our life. It gives support for our life. Without Mooladhara chakra, nobody can exist in the world. But only thing is at what stage it develops. Why it is called Mooladhara chakra? See, when you sow a seed, the nourishment is given by the energy that is already existing in the earth. We call this one as earth as the mother earth. She supports the seed. Then seed gives rise to root. Root actually grows downwards. It takes some time for the seed to give rise to seedlings. Then it comes out as a small planted seedling. Then it grows in the form of a plant, or it can grow in the form of a tree over the years. Because it serves as the root, it is also Mooladhara chakra, is also called root chakra. The fetus is provided with the protective atmosphere for the growth of the Mooladhara chakra. If you look at the picture, fetus has taken this shape. It is within the mother, and mother has got a thick muscular structure in the upper part of the abdomen, where the uterus, as the pregnancy advances, to accommodate the growing fetus, uterus just enlarges. It comes to the level of abdomen. Abdomen extends. But until then, until when it is in the still smaller stage, it is provided with a fortress in the form of pelvic cavity, bony fortress. Within that, the uterus is there. Then actually, as the fetus grows, it has to be accommodated. So the uterus also grows, enlarges to accommodate the growing fetus. The Mooladhara chakra actually develops during the third trimester of pregnancy. Until then, it is in all these chakras are in the form of bird, including Mooladhara chakra. Now the baby is delivered. Once the baby is delivered, the first act, the Mooladhara chakra, first act the baby does is breathing. You may ask, is it not breathing within? Yes, it is not breathing. At the 7th month, or third trimester of pregnancy, the fetus gets its life until it is just grows with the support of the blood coming from the mother through the umbilical cord. Then it gets its life. Life means the root develops. How does it develop? It is with the support of Kundalini Shakti. I already told you there is no word called Shakti in English vocabulary. Now, Shakti is in everybody's life. Without Shakti, we cannot exist, we cannot do anything, no function. One between the life and death, Shakti plays a crucial role. Without Shakti, without Mooladhara chakra, no one can exist. The moment the fetus develops, is delivered as an infant, it starts crying. When it cries, the abdomen, see the first act is breathing. Breathing, when it breathes, you can just observe the infant breathing, the abdomen expands. That is the normal breathing. That is how we have to breathe. We have to learn these things from the infant. The moment infant is delivered, its first start is breathing. When it breathes, it is breathing, it is abdominal breathing. Abdomen expands. Then when the abdomen, with the abdominal pressure, when it breathes out, the fecal matter that is accumulating within the large intestine, it is expelled. This is called meconium. Then it starts looking for its nutrition. Mother provides the nutrition by feeding the baby with the breast milk. So the Mooladhara chakra develops in the third trimester of pregnancy. Told you with the help of Kundalini Shakti, which is at the tip of the backbone. How does it develop in our life? Kundalini Shakti, which is in the form of coiled serpent, manifests at two stages. First stage is when it manifests, the coiled serpent uncoil herself, Shakti, then it gives life to the fetus at the third trimester of pregnancy. Then the fetus starts moving within the uterus. The mother just feels the movement of the baby. Sometimes she says, the baby is kicking me. So she can feel the movement of the baby. That is what they are now showing in the form of scanning. Now, that at that stage, see, look at the other chakras. The dotted line is Innarara. Innarara is close to the physical body, having the same shape as the physical body. In that, Mooladhara chakra alone extends in the form of the bud blossoms in the form of a flower. That is Mooladhara chakra. The one which is facing down from the tip of the backbone is the Mooladhara chakra. It blossoms at the 7th month or 6th to 7th month. then it gets life. Until then it is growing, then it gets life, then start moving within the uterus. Once it comes out, it is delivered. First act is breathing. For breathing, it is taking the energy from universe. That is, I told you, it is from Lord Surya, the energy in the form of subatomic particles. Then the Sahasrara slowly opens up. Then Sahasrara slowly opens up. It is able to breathe in the universal energy through the chakra which is above. That is Sahasrara chakra. So Mooladhara chakra starts functioning after delivery, at the third trimester of pregnancy. After delivery, when it starts breathing, the Sahasrara chakra slowly blossoms. So it is able to breathe in and breathe out. So this is in the form of a bud. Any chakra, before it grows, before it blossoms, it is in the form of bud. This bud blossoms. This is the flower-like chakra. This first chakra that develops is the Mooladhara chakra. So in the prenatal stage, first is life. The fertilization occurs by the union of sperm and sperm. Then, after the multiplication of cells, slowly it moves into the, that is, it is captured by the one end of the close to the ovary, fallopian tube opens. Then it catches the worm. Fertilization occurs within the fallopian tube. Then some growth is there within the fallopian tube. Then it starts moving into the uterus. Then it settles down. Further growth takes place within the uterus. At this time, mother's emotion is very, very important. Not only emotion, physical contributions. Physically also, she should be able to carry the baby full term. The nutrition also is given is only through the blood of the mother. All these things should be taken care of in the prenatal stage before birth. In the postnatal life, what happens? Once infant is delivered, the mother actually hugs the baby. She just feeds the baby with her breast milk. That 24 hours of the child's growth after delivery is very, very crucial. At that time only, it takes the breast milk. In that only, immunoglobulin is present. This immunoglobulin is absolutely essential for the immune system, for the growth of the immune system of the baby further in life. So now, not only that, the moment the child is delivered, it is coming out of the protective bag of the uterus. So from the uterus, uterus actually provides full protection to the baby, to the fetus. Once it is delivered, it's actually coming out. It just looks at the universal light. It is not able to support itself. So the root is not strong enough to take care of the entire baby system. So what happens? Mother has to support. That means the Mooladhara chakra starts functioning at the third trimester of pregnancy. After delivery, the growth extends up to the 6 months. So for the Mooladhara chakra to blossom, it is up to the stage of 6 months postnatal life, that is after delivery. At that time, full protection should be given to the baby. What happens? The mother hugs the baby. The child starts crying, infant starts crying, mother hugs the baby. When the mother hugs the baby, actually, the same temperature provided within the uterus is exists by the contact with the mother's body. That protection, the child feels protection. At the same time, look at this photograph, the eye contact. The child has to feel the happiness. The mother's eye and the child's eye, they are in contact with each other, synchronizing. So the child looks at the mother's eyes. The mother actually is laughing, smiling at the baby. This child also feels the protection. Emotionally, the child feels the protection. If that is lacking, so many things are likely to happen. Similarly, in the prenatal stage also, if the protection is not given, if there is any emotional disturbance during pregnancy, that also will be reflected after the delivery. Now, the child feels not only happy, feels the protection, emotionally, the child feels I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I'm having full protection from the mother. And she takes the nutrition also from the mother's breast. That also be there. So if all these are lacking, so many things are likely to. But only thing is, each chakra is related. See, we have got Panchabhutas in the universe. That is earth element, water element, fire element, air, and then universe. Then first element is the mother earth element. So this Mooladhara chakra is related to earth element. That is why I already told you, Mooladhara chakra serves as the root. Everyone has got a Mooladhara chakra. That Mooladhara chakra is connecting us to the Mother Earth. There is invisible root extending between the Mooladhara chakra and the Mother Earth. That is possible because of the Kundalini Shakti. When Kundalini Shakti manifests itself in the third trimester of pregnancy, the child not only gets life, it is also develops the sense of hearing. Ear develops. So whatever mother feels, it reflects on the brain of the child through the ear. Ear starts functioning. So if the mother is in a conducive atmosphere, listening to some good music and other chanting of mantras and so many things, whatever she feels happy, it's reflected on the growing fetus. Now, when she hears some good music, it is actually going through the ear of the infant. The fetus, it is just registered permanently in the brain of the child, brain of the fetus, and also brain of the child. So all these things are happening in the fetal life. Same thing will happen in the postnatal life also. That is after birth. So now, these two chakras, that is only in the Mooladhara chakra develops when the child is delivered, when it starts breathing, Sahasrara chakra, that is one facing above, is the Sahasrara chakra, it starts functioning. All the other chakras are in the form of, but they are not blossomed. Then what happens? See, when the seed gets the root, when it gives rise to plant just comes out. It is not bearing flowers immediately. It takes some more time for the plant to grow. Then it gives rise to one by one so many buds. Then they blossom. So similarly, all this bud alone has blossomed in the form of chakra. The rest of the chakras are in the form of bud on the back and front. In the postnatal after delivery, not only protection and security is afforded by the mother, it is also basic needs. That is, the mother nourishes the baby, then she attends to the nature's call when it urinates and it passes fecal matter. All these things are attended then she just feels full protection given by the mother and the other people also, important parents, siblings, relatives, etc. In if there is any defect when the fetus is growing within the uterus of the mother, infertility. With why infertility? Late marriages, or sometimes the girl feels, I don't want to carry baby now. Let me postpone it. That is actually registered in the mind. That reflects the ovary not to release the ovum. So once the ovum are not released, infertility is the manifestation. Hormonal imbalance also may occur. In medicines, nowadays they don't give medicines at all for the pregnant mother. Most of the doctors, they don't prescribe, but at some time, like corona period, we have seen so many pregnant ladies contracting corona, then there's no other go except taking medicines. That too only minimum doses they may give, but sometimes the mother is just develops pregnancy diabetes. The doctors suggest to take minimum. This is common condition. You please take this medicine, anti-diabetic medicine they give to control the sugar level. Sometimes the mother feels extreme pressure or fear. Then it actually reflects on the growing fetus, and the mother herself feels develops high blood pressure. She has to take medicines for controlling the high blood pressure. So all these things are actually affecting the growth of the baby. Then scanning. Previously, even X-rays were prohibited earlier days. Then now the scanning is done at regular intervals. But only thing is, when scanning machine was introduced, the doctors were telling you have to go for scanning. Just let us see how the fetus is developing. That's all. Stage at which the fetus is growing, whether it is growing according to the months of the fetus. But only thing is nowadays, so many fetal diseases are being recognized. Even before she goes for scanning, she is having fear. The doctors are just telling gynecologists, you have to go for scanning just to find out whether there are any fetal abnormalities. So with that fear in her mind, she goes for scanning. Naturally, there will be the fear actually reflects on the growth of the fetus. Then automatically there will be some that fear may actually lead to abortion or premature delivery, um, or, or sometimes it may reflect the growth of the baby. Sometimes he just married a girl and goes for IVF. But only thing is at regular intervals between two periods, menstrual period, the mid period, only one ovum is shed by the ovary. But when a person goes for IVF, hormones are injected, then not one, 3, 4, 5, 6 ova are shed. But only thing is you have to bear in mind the number of ova are limited. Only certain numbers only are there in the ovum. At mid period, between the two menstrual period, the middle stage, the one ova is shed. Unnaturally, because of the hormonal injection, more number of ova are shed. Actually, the ovary gets exhausted. There won't be any further ova production at all. So naturally, after some time, they say we have tried everything. There is no possibility of yourself getting pregnant at all. But only thing is still they go on injecting. IVF has become a common condition nowadays. People are going. Only thing is, if IVF is avoided, if your mind is very happy at the time of copulation, actually fetus definitely grows. Only thing is, it must, that is, you cannot go on extending the date of marriage. It maybe 25 is the upper limit. After that, there will be possibility of infertility. The girl doesn't want, supposing she becomes pregnant, she doesn't want to undergo, why she feels, I should not have become pregnant, I should not have become pregnant. There will be block in the mind. That block actually reflects in the growth of the baby, the ovary, I mean the baby fetus. Then there will be block. That block actually constitutes a tubal block. Further growth will be only in the tubal block. It may lead to even abortion. Pregnant mother disease, if the mother actually takes some medicines, or she has got some medicine, or she has got some problem, will definitely reflect on the growth of the fetus. Is the one thing you have to bear in mind. Fetus can hear. If the mother actually is not in conducive atmosphere, if the mother-in-law just uses abusive words, she doesn't want to hear the abusive words. So what she feels, it just reflects on the growing brain. Through the ear, the child fetus also listens, then automatically because it doesn't want to hear such abusive words, naturally the hearing will be affected. Sometimes I will give another example. In the pregnant mother, this is the shocking news. That is, her husband just collapses or he met with an accident. The moment she hears this news, this pregnant mother, at the eighth month, she she just became speechless. She could receive that shocking news. That shocking news actually spreads in the form of waves, and then if the child hears this news, it just gets registered in the brain. The child, when it is born, it is deaf. When the child is delivered in the form of a deaf child, actually, that actually leads to dumbness. They're deaf and dumb. Most often, it is called autism. So these are all the things which you have to bear in mind while the mother carries the baby. In the postnatal life, after delivery, see some people they undergo surgery, cesarean section. Say not usually if it has to be pulled. If it is forcibly pulled out of the protective bag, uterus, then the child feels the agony. Agony, pain, it is registered in the brain of the child. Then actually it gives to so many problems at a later stage. Some people, some mother, she feels she doesn't, or breast doesn't secrete milk, or if she feeds the baby, she doesn't like the baby because it is an unwanted child, third or fourth child. She was expecting as a male child or vice versa female child. If it is just the opposite one, automatically she hates the baby. Why this baby is not born? Why it is not the girl like that? She feels naturally with some hatred. She feeds the baby. That hatred actually reflects on the baby's mind. Naturally, that hatred reflects in some form in the adult life. Then nowadays the child is premature baby. Just to give a normal um, shall we say, uh, normal condition within as it exists in the uterus, the child, the delivered baby is taken away from the mother. Then it is just allowed to grow in the incubator. Mother and fetus, the baby are separated. That actually is again denial of the breast milk. The artificial light is not cannot be compared to the natural warmth provided by the mother. Congenital abnormalities because of the unhealthy atmosphere during the prenatal stage or after the birth of the baby. The actually mother's hatred is reflected on the growing baby's emotion, which is actually reflected on the brain development. What happens if this fetus grows or if the child grows in this atmosphere, if he becomes an adult? In the adult life, the denial of mother's love, parental care, all reflected in the form of difficulty in grounding. The child, the boy or girl, become restless. He will be switching over from one place to another one, or his mind will not be concentrating on one subject. It will be switching on from one thing to another. Or if he is employed, he will be just resigning one post. He will be switching over to another post, another post. He will be wavering. His mind will be wavering. He becomes restless, and so many things like this are likely to happen. That is grounding. You are not able to stand in one place and take a proper decision. That is because of the poor growth of the root. Root is connected to the Mooladhara chakra. The Mooladhara chakra development is not properly supported in prenatal life or postnatal life. It actually gives rise to the following condition: difficulty in grounding, body is weak. If the root is weak, naturally body becomes weak. Body means especially musculoskeletal system, muscles and bones are necessary for the movement, and the body becomes weak. The immune system also becomes weak because of the lack of mother's breast milk. Most often, the child becomes restless. Sometimes it will lead to even suicidal condition. If the Mooladhara chakra is very strong, it's actually the body becomes so strong, he actually conquers whatever he takes up. So body becomes weak. Naturally, grounding also is not possible. If the grounding is not possible, the root actually is not very supportive. Plant cannot grow. So naturally, grounding is done only by the root. Root is now in the form of Mooladhara chakra. The Mooladhara chakra becomes weak. Naturally, grounding also is not possible. Then the plant just dies. But that is natural. But here, the mind becomes so weak, he is not able to cope up with the normal condition. So he just develops the suicidal tendencies. Now, we are talking about the modern science, and now I was just introducing you to our ancient science. We all believe only the modern science because they are proving everything by means of some machines, all these body parts. They are shown here using even microscope to show what are the structures that are present in the each and every organ. So even before the invention of all these machines, etc., even before the invention of microscope, our forefathers, Siddhas, they actually did so much of sadhanas. They actually recognize the power of third eye, that is related to Agni Chakra, by using not physical eyes, by using the third eye, they could realize what is happening in the universe, what is happening within the body, what is happening in the in the in the universe. So in the universe, what is happening? What is happening in the auric body? What is happening in the physical body? All these things they could recognize by using the third eye. Now I'm telling you, this modern science tells you about the physical body. They are telling about the mind, life, etc. But and some secretions of the brain also in the form, they say neurotransmitters. But all these things can be there only by means of Shakti, which is present only in the auric body. They have absolutely no knowledge about the modern science doesn't have any knowledge about the auric body chakra. But they are telling about the mind. Human beings only have got sixth sense. Ask them to show where is the sixth sense. They don't have any knowledge about it. But they know that human beings only have got sixth sense. Yes, where is that sixth sense? It is only in the auric body. Where is life? It is only in the auric body. Where is mind? It is only in the auric body. So our science has got enough and more knowledge about the auric body, chakra, and its connection to the physical body. We talk about when I'm just talking about the modern science, I'm talking about the physical body, chakras, brain, etc., etc. But when I'm connecting this to the ancient science, I'm talking about the auric body and chakras. Auric body has got mind. The sixth sense also about they're talking, it is only in the auric body. We cannot identify the auric body. We cannot see the auric body chakra with the physical eyes. So sadhanas are required only if you meditate on your own self. By learning through gurus, you can definitely recognize the existence of your third eye. You can recognize the presence of aura. You can identify the movement of the chakras, or you can identify the existence of the Shakti within yourself. That is the object with which. So this actually sculpture, the pillar, which shows the development of the fertilized ovum. You can see the sperms and ova and developing fetus within the uterus. All these things are in the pillar of one temple called Varamurthiswara temple in Aryaduri. See, sculptor, he has absolutely no knowledge about the ancient science. But he 1,000 years back, even before modern science came into existence, it was actually the sculpture was there. How did he learn this one? The Siddhas, the saints who had enough knowledge about this by using the third eye, they transferred their knowledge to the sculptor. They actually sculpted this one in the pillars. See how that is how our science developed. Our science had enough and more knowledge. Only thing is because of the modern science innovation, our brain actually believes only what is taught in the school, what is taught in the medical school. So, but only thing is we have to relate what is taught in medical school to our ancient science. Our ancient science has got exhaustive knowledge about the universe, aura, on the physical body. This is the only to connect the modern science with the ancient science. I program this speeches starting from Mooladhara chakra. Every Saturday, I'll be continuing this one. Thank you.